What up, YouTube? It's your boy, Detroit Love, with another video. Before we get started, please click that subscribe button to help us grow, and make sure you comment on the video. And before you go, like the video right now. Let's do it. Let's get started. The Xiaomi m365 Pro scooter is the improved version of the m365 scooter, which is considered one of the best-selling entry-level scooters in the world. Xiaomi, if you hadn't heard of them before, they are like the Apple of China. They have made all kinds of products, and this very popular scooter is ridden all over the world and is just now becoming available in the USA. The m365 Pro scooter weighs 31 pounds and have an overall dimensions of 46 inches high by 17 inches wide and 44 inches long. The standing area is approximately 17.7 inches by 5.9 inches, and the handlebars rises 38 inches above the deck and is about 17 inches wide. On the handlebar, you will find the accelerator, the control panel with power button, a bell with latch trigger, the brake lever, and the headlight. The stem, which features a quick release folding mechanism and a sliding lock. The front fork supports the front wheel. It's a drive wheel motor. It's a brushless drive control with 300 watts with a 600 watt peak max. On the full charge, the motor is powerful enough to climb a 20-degree incline. The stem is attached to the platform, which houses the battery compartment, a charging port with magnetic cover, and an included kickstand. The battery is a 12,800 milliamp, 474 watt-hour battery, which takes 8 to 9 hours to charge to full capacity. The charging percentage is displayed on the handlebars when it is charging. The rear platform includes a mudguard over the rear wheel. The top of the mudguard has a buckle which attaches to the bell's trigger to secure it for transporting, and a tail light. The disc brake is included on the rear wheel. Both wheels are pneumatic, which means they can get a flat, so you have to keep the tire pressures correct for your season and particular riding style. The product has a IP54 rating, which protects your scooter against dust and water splashing from any angle. Now, the control panel displays the current speed of the scooter with the current mode setting, the battery level, as well as the display areas for any type of error codes. So it's kick to start. So you can't just push the throttle and have it go anywhere. You have to kick it. There are 3 riding modes available. Eco for energy saving mode. The top speed is approximately 9 miles per hour. Has a smooth throttle and suitable for beginners. D for standard mode or drive mode. The top speed is approximately 12 miles per hour. and the S for the sport mode. The top speed is approximately 15 miles per hour and only recommended for skilled riders. The scooter is currently a little difficult to acquire in the United States, and the prices fluctuate quite significantly between the online retailers. While the initial M365 model is available on Amazon, this Pro version is still not yet available. And I suspect that the prices will level off and become more consistent once it does become available at Amazon. The scooter has redundant braking, where it uses the disc brake as well as the computer to stop the scooter. So when you press the lever, not only does the disc brakes kick in, but the computer basically kills all the power to the scooter, and so it stops pretty quickly. Though your experience will change with conditions such as rain or snow and those type of things. The power brick is very light, 42 volts, has a LED indicator. It's red while it's charging, then it'll turn green once it's fully charged. The display is crystal clear, indoor and outdoor. It shows it's currently charging, so you see that bar is moving on the bottom, and you have your current level of charge, so it's 19% charged. Once it's fully charged, it will turn off the system. So on the screen here, you can see it has one tick, and each one of those ticks basically represents about 20% battery life. You see the light is on. It has that indicator there. You can switch from eco, drive, and to speed by just double clicking the power button. So the main reason I decided to take the Bird back and get this one is exactly for this reason here. Options. I like options. I like that this has a lot of third-party aftermarket, upgrades. People have fixed the issues that exist here with this wiggle. You can buy something that gets rid of that wiggle. You can widen this board with a berry board. You can get a lot of accessories that's made for it, and you can hack it and make the speed. So let me go ahead and get this hack on so I can get faster, but I'm gonna let it charge up in the meantime. So let's talk about some real world distances and speeds. So I applied the hack to this, which increased the miles per hour to 20 miles per hour. And this is the end of a 9-mile trek. And so the battery wasn't at full capacity because I had stopped somewhere else and rode it for about 5 miles or so. But this was the end of a 9-mile trek at 20 miles per hour. So top speed the whole way on mostly pavement. I would say half pavement and half dirt road, because they were ripping up the pavement to redo the trail. They actually had the trail closed for the season, but I just rode on it anyway. So I would expect at 20 miles per hour, top speed the whole way, you should expect about 10 miles total. 10 miles total. Don't expect much more than that. So then the day after this ride, I rode with my buddy, and we typically ride anywhere from 20 to 50 miles on his regular bike and my electric bike, but I'm riding my electric bike as a regular bike with very little power. So this is the end of that 20-mile ride that we did, where he was riding his standard bike and I was on this scooter, and I maintained a speed of anywhere between 10 to 12 miles per hour for the whole ride. 20 miles was no problem at all. We had some hills, we had some inclines, and the scooter handled it. Now going down the inclines, I think top speed was maybe 19 miles per hour, and then going up those inclines, it dropped down to maybe 7 miles per hour. Now this is the end of 20 miles, so this battery is in the red. It is less than 20%, so I am just barely able to make it back to my ride. Now at the end of this trail that we're going to come to, there's an incline here that's just outrageous, and so with the battery being low, there was no way that I was going to make it up this incline, and so I had to walk up the rest of it. But I'm going to come back to this and on a full charge and see if it can make it up this hill. But the other hills or inclines along this path, it handled it no problem. But I think this thing here is very steep, and so I'll try this later. So one great thing I like about this, or two things I like about this scooter, is that one, you can lock it. So it's an electronic lock, so when you lock it, the scooter will not allow you to roll it, and it will beep as you try to roll it. So that's great. But for like a 20-mile ride like this, the best thing is the cruise control. You set this in the app, and when you maintain the throttle down for, I forget the amount of time, 3 to 5 seconds, if you hold it and maintain it, it will beep and lock in. So now you don't have to hold down that throttle to ride. And so you can just steer. And if you need to look at your phone or something like that, as long as you can do so and maintain control of the vehicle, you can do so, because the vehicle will continue to ride. So the cruise control and the lock feature are awesome. So this is just me riding at night, so you can see the light. It extends this light out far enough for you to be able to see what's in front of you. And as you can see here, you can clearly be seen by other vehicles. Though I think you would need a secondary light so that you can point forward farther. So this is pointing down to the ground, but I would use another light to point forward, because there was a few times I was riding around the neighborhood and there was a bunch of kids, teenagers, riding and walking in the road. I got up to them pretty quickly before I can see them, because it's just pitch black here. There's no street lights. So I would have one light pointing straight ahead so I can see as far ahead as possible, but this light works fine for seeing what's in front of you and avoiding potholes and things like that, and objects on the road, as well as being visible to cars coming towards you. The tail light is pretty tiny. I would recommend getting some type of additional light. Now I have the lights off completely, so you can just see that you're pretty much invisible. Now you can see I turned it on at this point in time, and you can see the rear light, but it's real tiny. And then there's the light. So I would definitely recommend this Xiaomi m365 Pro. There are a lot of knockoffs that you'll find them real cheap, and I couldn't vouch for those knockoff things there, scooters. But even the official scooter, the prices vary when you go to different online realtors. So that's kind of weird. Not realtors, but online websites. That is really weird that they do that. There's no consistency in the pricing. So I paid about $688 for this scooter. Well worth it. It is tons of fun to ride. It's a lot of fun to ride. It's great for short trips, as I said. 20 miles, that's not a short trip. I will say at the end of that 20 miles, I was exhausted as if I rode a bike for 20 miles, even though I wasn't pedaling. And that is because you're still withstanding the bumps and the irregularities in the ground. You're still having to stand for 20 miles. So it's not a uneventful ride. I couldn't see going much further than 20 miles standing up the whole way. But these scooters are great for quick little rides, quick drives places. They're fun to ride. Matter of fact, the other morning I got up and I was able to catch this sunrise. I wouldn't have been able to walk over to this point quick enough to be able to see this sunrise, but on this scooter, I can just zip over there and get it done. Hey guys, I appreciate you taking time to watch the video and for clicking the like button. Check out the description for additional information, and please subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell for notification of new videos. Ask your questions and share your thoughts below in the comment section. And until next time, I'll see you on the web. All right, so on the actual display, it's showing 3 bars, yet it's showing at 51%. So I hadn't charged it up at all. Let's lock it. So it's locked. So if I turn this off, it won't even let me turn it off when it's locked, huh? It lets me come and turn the light on. I can change the modes, turn the light on and off. It shows that Bluetooth is connected. So let me just switch over to that for a second so you can see what I'm talking about. I guess I don't need it to be that close. Okay, so the bike is locked and it's beeping. Well, and the wheels are kind of rubbing together. The lights flash on the back, so you can't just take off on it. I'm trying to go anyway, and it's fighting me. So that's locked. That's what I was missing from the Bird. And I can't turn it off, but I can change the speeds and all that. Turn the light on and off. You can see the lights on, but I just can't drive off with it while it's locked. So let's switch back over there. Device offline. Why is it back offline? There it goes. It's back on. It's pairing. I have to unlock it. No, I don't want to do your firmware. And so now it will allow me to freely roll without any beeping. Okay. So let's take a look at the app. Now it's showing that I'm connected. Okay, there it goes. All right. So let's see. Oh, I'm on eco mode. I'm on eco mode. And this is slow. I mean, this is terribly slow. Can I change this to miles per hour? Eco mode is like, it's like walk mode. This is horrible. All right, see if we can change this. Cruise control. Don't want metrics. I want the imperial system. Okay. All right. So let's get this. Turn the light off. Turn it back in speed mode. Either I use the phone, hold the phone with one hand, have no access to brakes. So at this point, this is the max speed. So at this point, the Bird is a better device, as well as it's faster, it's more sturdier, and it's a better looking device at this point in time, the Bird Air, because this thing is not going very fast at this point in time. So right now I've got a downgrade from my Air Bird until I can do the upgrade, which should speed it up to 20 miles per hour. This is maxed out, 15 miles per hour. So I can definitely feel this is way slower than the Bird. The Bird felt like it was going faster even when it wasn't at the top speed.